What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is Deviant and we are back at it again with another video. So for today, what are we working on and what are we going to be working on today? For today's video, we are basically going to be working on a MAKIMA piece. I got requested to do this one from my last video, I believe, either from my Sakura or Pomni video. But yeah, that's what we got cooking up today. Some lovely MAKIMA from Chainsaw Man. Sorry if I'm slurring over some of my words. I am a little bit faded right now, so I'm trying to get this recording done so we can have this video posted in the afternoon, or just before, like, definitely 8 o'clock or something like that. So what are the plans that I have for the next few things involved? Well, we are still going on to doing my animation series. I believe this is going to be episode 4 on the ongoing Fight Ender series. And the next thing after that, I do want to work on some sort of like a Dragon Ball Z type animation. Other than that, guys, if you are working on art with me, please comment below. Let me know what you're working on yourself. Are you inspired to do any new artwork this month or this week? Do you have any projects or plans for yourself? Other than that, guys, on the bright side of news, we didn't really get anything from TikTok in terms of like having my account back. So what you're gonna see on screen right about here at the 1 minute mark is a showcase of my second page. If you guys are interested and have a TikTok and want to follow along with my shitposty content and just my anime stuff in general, whether it be staying up to date on what I'm working on, character designs, artwork for fellow followers, or my Patreon content, please follow the TikTok, stay up to date with the videos that I got going over there, and let's see if we can get back to 1,000 followers. I don't know if it's gonna be possible, but I'm doing my best and trying my hardest not to, you know, get wiped off the map like those young kids say nowadays. It's kind of a pain in the ass, which I find funny. Let's transition on to talking about social media while I'm here. Social media, TikTok, it is an abundance of possibilities, and it has a fucking melting pot of just good content. And, you know, you got a very sustainable amount of very bad content on the, you know, same end of things. But what's weird is how the system for TikTok, you know, picks up what they consider bad, right? Now, if you know me, my TikToks and my content is generally centered around 3 things: funny, shitposty, or just anime women, right? I do those 3 things around here, and I try to entertain you guys with just those 3 types of things. Now, do I adventure out into try to do stuff differently? I could. Do I want to right now? Not really. My main point is, when it comes to TikTok, the viewership is extremely different. So I got banned at 22,000 followers, right? The whole thing was that they're saying they struck me down and they quote unquote reviewed, you know, my appeal process, but they're keeping me banned, quote unquote, permanently because of a live stream. And I know what live stream they're talking about, because before I got my entire page taken away, I was live streaming the week beforehand. We were working on Digital Circus artwork, right? And Digital Circus was getting really popular at the time, and this was in correlations to when we had like 600 people in the stream, and then my stream got banned. I reviewed and submitted an appeal for that live stream. They reviewed it and said everything's all good, right? A few hours go by, I'm not streaming, I decide to take a break. Page gets banned, and so the story continues. It's like, I find it funny how they banned me for the content that I'm making when there is a lot more egregious weird shit going on there. And I understand, even with the artwork that I'm working on right now, with the you know, the sexy nature of it, I'm drawing a very thin woman here, and she's got an underwear and she got the tank top on. That might, you know, set up a lot of young viewers and be like, oh wow, you know, hot women. But that's not my problem, right? That's the parents' problem. if you got unlimited access to the internet, your dumbass is gonna see some fucked up shit. Now, I am not here to sanction or govern TikTok's policies, but I just find it weird how, you know, working on my backup account, I scrolled just, you know, on the FYP page, wasn't following anything in particular to warrant me to see this, but I saw legit fucking hentai 3D porn on the For You page. And I'm gonna give you a reference to the animator, because shoutouts to the person who gets paid to do that work. It wasn't, you know, their page, but the artist and animator is by the name of General Butch. They are a very prolific and famous adult animation artist, specifically in the fornication business of video game characters, right? Whether it be Overwatch or literally Overwatch. So when I saw their content being stolen, and they put some pretty long-ass animation work into their adult films, whether it be video game characters or whatever lady they have for the animation, right? I think it was like 10 minutes worth, cut up into 2 videos on a random account. And I'll throw that up here right about now, too, to show it's like, so I get banned for making just dumbass content and drawing sexy women and then putting them behind a paywall so these young bastards can't, you know, look at porn. But you can just post porn to TikTok in general and no one fucking cares. I find that kind of hypocritical, along with the whole idea of all these OnlyFans girls running around getting into content and, you know, just, you know, marketing their OnlyFans within their TikTok. And I don't hate on that, get your bread, but there's a stark difference between how OnlyFans girls do that shit. That's way more respectful. At least they'll give you some different content besides ass and titties. They'll actually like turn into an influencer. You know, a bitch might like some video games, or she might like D&D or Warhammer. With these random accounts that are just flooding TikTok with porn, it makes no sense how they're not getting attacked, right? But, you know, random content creators who are just edgy, who like anime in general, who might be into the more adult stream media of anime content, and so their viewers are as well, we get the brunt end of things just as a collective, and I don't get that. Like, you can scroll on TikTok right now, and there's just a bunch of Palestine, Israel, you know, overseas political propaganda going on, and a lot of death being shown. So porn's alright, and war is okay, but making anime characters is the bad thing. I don't know, guys. It seems like that's kind of fucking retarded, if, you know, I'm being 100 with you guys. So pardon my French, pardon the attitude. Overall, in terms of getting back to this artwork, I will say that I was having a blast working on this. If you guys are interested in seeing the Patreon stuff, please donate to the Patreon. Other than that, guys, my rant has been gone long enough. I usually try to keep these under within like 10 minutes. Let's talk about something besides, you know, TikTok fucking me over. On the bright side, I made a few commissions this week, so I'm going to be trying to finish that for clientele. A lot of people have been interested ever since I dropped the video of me talking about how I broke my PC monitor, that I will work, you know, and do their character design. So I've been flooded with some requests here and there. So again, if you guys want a character design done, don't be shy. Head over to my TikTok, head over to my Instagram. You can see my prices on both of those things. I have videos up, and I have my prices labeled within my Instagram. So yeah, help me buy a new PC monitor, and then I can probably get back to properly streaming. A lot of people have been hitting me up telling me I should probably stream on Twitch or Kick. Kick seems to be a little bit more preferable in terms of, you know, their fees on, or not their fees, but more so their guidance on like listening to music and copyright and all that other stuff. With Twitch, it's kind of hard. I don't want to get hit offline for streaming and listening to some rap music from Juice WRLD or type shit, right? That would be kind of redundant. I'm trying to stream, and I'm not allowed to stream the shit that I want to stream on there. So, main reason I got back into streaming on TikTok, funny enough, TikTok while very, very imperfect, they let you have the freedom to do as like big streamers do on their live service. They might ban you or take a live stream down if you're listening to too much copyrighted shit, or if you're, you know, cussing or being racist. But half of the time, I'm not, you know, doing any of that shit. Now, I need to say, it's like, obviously I'm not being racist, but, you know, the cursing and listening to rap music and with all the bad words, yeah, who doesn't listen to music, right, with bad language in it? But the thing I have an issue with is that, like, they don't enforce the right rules onto the right shit. Like, I'm getting my ass beat over here, while Sally Mae over there is, you know, reeking in benefits, getting like 20,000 followers, ripping off porn artists who make porn for like Twitter or the Hub or whatever, lock that shit behind a paywall. So think about how crazy that is. Someone goes in, pays for some content, then uploads it to TikTok, knowing damn well it's gonna get the eyes of thousands of people, and it's gonna get them followers. Now, there's a lot of accounts on TikTok that are doing that, and I find that to just be fucking asinine. People are making buku bank, because all you need to do in the creator to get on the creator fund is just, you know, have a bunch of followers, have a lot of views, don't get any strikes, and if you can sneak your way into there without like posting any real content, just legit shit posting, that's some fucking 007, you know, shit right there. And it's just weird. I find it to be weird that I gotta start all the way over from zero and try to get all these followers and shit like that, while other people are just like living it up, the high life, being grimy and shit. Not to say I'm not a grimy person, I'm trying to be better of a person, but it's like, bruh, like, come on, don't pick on me because I'm good at drawing bitches, alright? Pick on the guys actually posting porn. Other than that, guys, have a great day. I'm gonna head out, smoke me some weed, and play some video games with the boys. This has been Deviant, and I'll see you guys later. Peace!